what's going on? So we are going to do a pick a pile. That's what was chosen. And then a pick a pile, I went to the Wheel of Fortunes of Love, and we got what past experiences are impacting your current relationship. So I pulled the cards, and the cards came out with Capricorn energy, and I pulled my spiritual ancestors cards, and I got I'm sorry, Capricorn Sun. So Capricorn energy is not necessarily having to say you're a Capricorn, but you can be a Capricorn and your sun sign. And your spirit team can be saying your relationship expectations, or in a relationship, not the person, your relationship in your expectations in the relationship, like that person's habits. Maybe you're too lenient, or maybe you're not lenient enough, or maybe you so used to being taken for granted, certain things you aren't, can be triggering you and causes you to have, a frustration or a irritated moment where you getting out of character because of you used to certain things being one type of way, and then something's changing, or people not doing what you want them to do, and or them you're not doing what people want you to do type energy. I don't know how to explain that. But I know what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry y'all, but realism is kind of the energy, like being realistic and being able to be open to other people's needs and looking at things from their perspective or perception. Not being so hard on others and, letting up. But I don't feel like this have to be in a relationship, just in general. You know what I'm saying? Like, just dealing with your day-to-day people. I feel like because you're goal oriented, people around you may not see the struggle that you've been through, and that's okay. But the responsibility and desires that you want for yourself and have worked hard for, I feel like other people can't easily achieve. So you can have your own mindset and another person can have their own mindset. Let people be in their own mind, basically. Let people be their greatest and their biggest downfall or upcoming. You can't control or save everyone. Some people have to go through certain lessons so that they can get their blessings. Because if they're not taught through an experience, then a word of mouth won't be good enough. Because some people have to get taught a lesson through an experience. So that can be a tower moment. It says it's vital. People have a sense of purpose and are prone to depression when it waves. Depressions when in waves. The Capricorn shadow can become lost in the material and overly serious. It can be relentless, self-contained, and unfeeling. However, when living in full integrity, these are spiritual wizards disguised as straight-laced high achievers. Capricorn pushes its people into building life brick by brick, and with this wisdom, a skeleton is formed. This scaffold, I don't know. This is which spirit is experienced on earth. I don't know what to say. Scaffolding, SCAFFOLDING. My pronunciations don't be the best. I'm sorry. But my message be accurate. I'm sorry. Energetic ambition, discipline, and responsibility is when you up on your energy is at a good vibration. This is what they want you to aim to be going towards. Your ambitions, being disciplined within yourself and holding yourself accountable, and doing responsible things that's gonna get you ahead in life. Experience hard work, earn respect, and a sense of duty. And out of the shadows, overly seriously, relentless, driven, and unfeeling. Ambition can easily become dodge, and you're being called to be softer. Ambition can easily become dogged, and you're being called to a softer, deeper way to manifest. Creation, after all, requires both masculine and feminine energy. So can you be diligent without pushing, determined yet open, focused while leaving space for the divine? This is where your efforts align with your soul and leave you're feeling full, leave you feeling full. This is where you forsake fear and walk in trust, holding and outcomes particulars loosely and living with integrity, knowing the universe carries you in its loving current. So being patient with yourself and being more patient with others, not taking things so seriously, and be more kind and lighthearted to situations around you. Every rose have its thorn is what I just heard, so maybe something significant about a rose or that saying, but I definitely feel like spirit is telling you with time comes a lot of healing, and with patience come a lot of mental strength, but also it comes with a lot of wisdom and knowledge within itself. Continue to be a listening ear for others, but don't take on others. Healing a lot on the heal for themselves. Be able to be present, but also be able to be present for yourself. Don't feel like you being misled by your intuition or your heart, because your heart wants what it wants, but at the same time you understand what's best for you when it comes to helping people or your limits. Yeah, optimism, exploration, and freedom. It's a freedom to be able to help people, because that's what your passions is, but don't forget to take care and mend you as well. So what it comes to your relationships and what past experiences are impacting your current relationship, it can be because you gave so much in your past relationship. You are not willing to emotionally open up for another person to be able to enter. So you're still healing that wound, and that takes time and patience. But the little by little you get to know a person, the little that wall continue to shed and come down, and it's causing a fear of, what if I really do love this person? What's next? Or what if I really do love this? What am I supposed to do? How can I get over this and open up for a relationship? Or do I go into this knowing there is a relationship? Is there a right to a wrong? It's what makes you happy. And every choice and decision has its consequence, but at the same time every person has the responsibility to use their words and go for what you want. So it may be something that you really truly desire. Yeah. And it said pioneer still spirit. Let me stop in a spark. All right, so that was pile 1. Pile 2, when it comes to what past experiences are impacting your current relationship, you have stability, persistence, loyalty, and dependability. So you may be having situations with people who aren't giving you attention, or they're not listening to you, or they're stubborn, their communication haven't been the best, or you feel like you're the one who do the most communicating, you feel like you're the one who the stablest, or you the one who the loyalist, and you one who dependable and doing that push, and this other person is like, they can meet you halfway, but they're not meeting you all the way. It's a hit or miss. Like, maybe good days is there, but the bad days is more than good. So you erasing the good days, and them bad days starting to stand out. So I feel like you definitely in this energy and of trying to overcome this, or this is something that you need to look into so that you can get out of this experience and create a new one that's more healthier. You got satisfy your emotional needs, nurture yourself and others. So this can be people pleasing type energy. So your past experience of people pleasing can still be coming today. So people pleasing it's not bad. It sounds worse than it sounds. People pleasing can just be a way of avoiding conflict. So you become the person who try to mediate all the situations and make things right. But you sacrificing yourself in the middle because maybe you don't want to have a bad day. So you're going to go out your way to go buy a cake or go buy something to keep the peace, or you may be in this energy of, well, if I do this or if I do that, this going to make a situation. People going to see you in a light that they see you in regardless, no matter what type. But you do have people who are not just trying to take advantage of your kindness. There's people who actually just real kind and loyal. So this is kind of saying, don't let your past, because people may have taken you for granted financially, emotionally. That's not the same case today, and you can see the red flag before it even gets to that, so you can protect yourself from it. So you may be needing to drop out of fear of being able to be too vulnerable, because that's what that is. Your past experience is hurting your vulnerability to let down certain walls. So you nurture yourself, but you nurture others, but you sacrifice your emotional needs for somebody else. You're sacrificing your emotional needs and not a financial need, because you feel like you have to overgive or overshare in some type of energy. And you don't. You can be silent. Silent doesn't kill, but silence is peace. Not every conversation have to be a conversation. Sometimes you can just enjoy silence and do your due diligence. Age 13 to 25 can be significant. So this past experience of between the age of 13 to 25, not being seen, not being heard, very bad toxic relationships, not being able to mature past certain relationships. And this don't have to be you not being able to mature. This can just be the people around you not being able to mature, which can be causing you a blockage, because sometimes it's hard to grow where you in the same situation where people not trying to see you prosper. So you can be dealing with people who, over the past 13 to last 2 to 5 years, or 13 to 25 years, that's not, been the best for you, and it causes situations. You have March, April, May can be significant. Aquarius can be significant. And tarot therapy versus traditional therapy. Tap in if you need your own personal reading. Sacral chakra is what we already going over. So tap into them sacral chakra, because the sacral chakra represents traumas. Whether it be traumas from, family, scorns, whether it's trauma from, lies, miscommunication, emotional manipulation, trauma from, bad experiences that still, haunt you today. Those type of things is what we'll be opening up with sacral chakra and discussing. So we gonna go ahead and get into that. You have a gift of knowing. Whoever I'm talking to and gift to, I said gift to. So number 2, you just got a gift from spirit. If you pick pile 2, you have a gift of knowing. That's the gift of claircognizance. So you can be an Aquarius that'll clarify that, or you could have been dealing with an Aquarius. But Aquarius energy represents communication. It's in an alignment of, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Libra being justice. Twins, the Gemini twins being duality of communication, being able to be flexible, but also it's that good versus evil type, shadow and light. So they're good at being able to pick out the differentiate the understanding of shadow and light. And Libras are able to be rulers of justice and karma. They can spin a block, and karma can spin a block on you real quick. Their judgment calls, especially when it comes to leadership and communication. Also, Aquarius energies are very good at being analytical and being able to organize and critique things. They're very smart. They're very they're good at the long game and taking time. So it's like chess. They're very particular. So these is the energies that you should be wanting to embody at this time. So you could be Aquarius and this can be your message, but also you can be dealing with a Taurus, a Leo, a Scorpio, or Aquarius as well, and this can be triggering your gifts to awaken. So your past experience is awakening your spiritual gifts in some way, and some of you have had gifts since you have been younger, and because of your past experience you've been growing and developing but not having a sense of awareness. Now your stability and your persistence is going to come into play, where you'll be able to gather more information for yourself using your spiritual means, of course. Okay, pile 3. I didn't have to read for y'all. I didn't feel led to. For some reason, I had to read for pile 1. So pile 1, you may need to read something or reread something again. Shuffling for pile 3. What past experience are impacting your current relationship? Mia, read in between the lines. So you need to read in between the lines. You can have somebody peeking through your windows. That's weird, but like somebody can be like, this can be a kid too. So be careful, because this can be a kid. But I'm seeing like somebody trying to look through a window, like a crack of a window, to peep in to see if somebody home, if somebody looking for somebody, delivering a package, or if a kid got locked out the house and trying to find a way in. Or you need to just make sure you got cameras outside your house because of peeping Tom. Structure, discipline, life missions, accomplishments, and career. Somebody can have a life mission around you, or had a life. So this is giving a domestic situation. So if you pick pile 3, you can be, I'm sending you love and healing light, because I feel like I just outed somebody and I'm sorry. You could have been through a domestic violence situation, and maybe you have a paranoia. I'm not a doctor. I can't diagnose you with anything, or I'm not diagnosing anybody, but you could have really bad, anxiety, or there can be someone who have a sense of high anxiety, but you're very hypersensitive. So your energy is very intense, or it can be very intense situations. You're so used to being close to death cause, or you could have had a lot of near-death experiences at a young age, or you've seen a lot of death around you. Yeah, destined to have, and you have Libra energy, consideration, fairness, and harmony. So you've been through a lot, legal situations, spiritual legal situations, physical legal situations, or someone in your family have been. But I feel like this is more of a you situation, and I feel like you've dealt with a lot of legal legalities here. I feel like you feel like a fish. I feel like fishing would be good for somebody right now. A good meditation. But I feel like bones of a fish bones can be significant, or just bones in general can be significant. But this is giving an animal. I feel like tired of walking, or feeling like you can't walk in somebody's shoes, or feel some type of shoe, something about muscle spasm, or maybe a Charlie horse can be significant. You got energies that look like moths can be significant. A white bird can be significant. I feel like peanuts can be significant as well, or peanut butter, some type of cocoa butter or cream can be significant as well. You are destined to release some type of situation. I said destined to have. This is destined to release. So you have to be considerate of what you holding on to, and there's no such thing again as healing overnight. You can't forget things that happen to you, especially traumatic ones, but you can daily take your time and overcome the barrier. Twister coming into mind. So over these past couple days, me and my daughter had went over my weekend off. I went to go see Twister with my daughter, and it really had us on the edge of our seats. And I feel like that's what this energy is giving, like being on the edge of your seat. And metaphorically, spirit can be looking in on you, peeping in to see how you doing, handling certain situations without their full assistance. And so, like, you're being monitored and going through, like, initiation process. 10 is closure and cycle. So you are learning discipline, or you are going to be learning discipline, or learning to release something through discipline. So that's disciplining yourself, not being scared to do something because something that could have traumatically happened to you in the past. So that could be being scared of heights, and you go get on a roller coaster and you actually like it. That can be you saying, oh man, I don't like this particular type of something, and you eat something else that's similar to it, and you be like, oh, that's not as bad. This can be trying a new recipe, is what I'm hearing. Maybe a new recipe for fish, maybe lemon or lime, adding lemon or lime. I don't know. Somebody could be watching the cooking channel, or watch the cooking channel. Maybe you're a chef or a cook, maybe neither. But that's what I feel like. free willy type energy. And I also feel like somebody can be breaking out of a shell. So maybe you going from a fish to a bird. And I know that's a crazy relation, but that's what I'm sensing. So pile 3, I feel like you're going through different transitions and you're going through different changes that is going through knowledge, like you're gaining a lot of knowledge. You're freeing yourself up from things that could have caught you off guard, that would have had you feeling worse at one point, but you've grown a lot. So certain things doesn't shock you or surprise you anymore. So this is like one fish, two fish is coming up again. So a blue fish or a riddle or a cat in a hat type energy. So you can be needing a good laugh. I don't know. I feel like y'all need a good laugh. You got early learning and childhood relations, the rational mind and communication. And I said birds. So it's more birds, which clarifying that. And then this is giving the bones that I said. This is bird bones. This is fish bones. And I said transition from a fish to a bird. And you go from a fish bone to a bird bone. You see what I'm saying? I don't know, y'all. This is wild, but I'm going to leave it alone. Owls can be significant. Birds can be significant. The sun and the moon can be significant. Like balancing your yin and your yang. Coming into peace with certain things and values. Overlooking, no longer overlooking things. Looking back and reflecting on life at how far you have come. And looking for better ways to accomplish common goals or a goal that means something to you. This is the energy that I'm getting for pile 3. So I don't know what this have to do with your current relationship. Maybe your past experience of feeling let down or feeling like you have nothing left, or you leaving the world behind, or you leaving behind everything, and it's not that. It's really everything that you want and that you're working for is going to travel with you in spirit and in heart. You have memories that last a lifetime, but you have material things and that last a temporary time. You know, a tree may get chopped down, but I don't think it regrows if you chop it from the stem. I don't think so. But you can plant a tree and you can deep root it, and if it's taken care of, it's going to continue to flourish and grow tall. But I don't know what the metaphor was, but I get it. The root starts with you. So no matter how many chopping blocks you've seen or feel, you are your limit, and you are able to overcome any limits as long as you keep prevailing and keep looking at your shadow attributes versus just your just the light, being able to shed light on your fears and the things that keep you a little bit unsteady. You could be wearing a bra right now, because I'm seeing a bra. You could be getting dressed, or you can just be chilling. Maybe you need to get new bras. Butterflies is going to be significant here, and the fall time is coming. So leaves, when the leaves start falling, you're going to be in a new ball game. You're going to be entering into a more childlike state of mind and communication. And that can be a good thing, or that can be a bad thing, because you can stoop to somebody's level and be childish, or you can be grown and grow and be more understanding and receptive to not feeling like you have to have the last word, or feeling like everyone is attacking your character because they're speaking up or because you're speaking up. So your relationship is more about boundaries and continue to stay in structure, looking and releasing yourself from your past experience and not making them your current experience in your current relationship, feeling like you gonna be used and abused or taken advantage of or manipulated by your mental, not feeling like you have to carry the burdens of other people, being used type energy. So we're gonna leave that energy there. I'm gonna tap out, take a little quick breather, and we'll see you all later. Bye.